just saw a buck. Just got within bow range. It's snowing out here. It's the 2023 Eastern Washington late season mule deer hunt. We are chasing after 3-point minimum or antlerless. I'm out here for 5 days, so I'm gonna hold out on a doe. See if we can get a buck. Probably get a doe on day 4 or 5, because there's a lot of does out here, so not worried about getting a doe. So we'll see what we can get down. I'm ready. I just got out here. I think I just saw a buck across the road. I'm gonna go see if it's a buck. See if I can get a play on it. I don't know. I swear it was a buck. It had horns, I think. But just got out here down this road. Saw some does in the field looking out behind them. They ran off. And I was like, oh, I'll drive down the road. And a big deer just walked across the street. So we'll see what we can do. I was coming down the road up here, and I saw about three does building in this field over here. And so I stopped and watched them for like 20 minutes, and they kept looking behind them, like as if there was like a buck behind them or another doe or something, like off in the sage. But so I was looking, and I was like, oh, I'll go around this other road, see if I can see below. That didn't really work out. So then I was coming back down the road here, and then as I was coming down the road, big buck just crossed the street. It was, I think it's right around here. But I went back in the sage over here and tried to find him. Tracked his tracks for a little bit, but couldn't find him. So where did he start? It was over here. He crossed the road, but yeah, found a doe back in there, and then I think I just saw another doe over here. So we'll see what we can keep going after him. I was glassing this little ridge up here, and I just saw a doe just peek over the hillside. We'll watch or see if any other deer pop on over. I'm gonna check my bow, make sure it's shooting straight. Just do a little 20, 30, 40 real quick. It is cold out here. Snowing. I think it's like probably like 20, 25 degrees or so. But got a target at 20. Shoot a couple shots. Okay. 'Snow is just falling non-stop. It's probably 30, I guess. I don't know. There's one right here. 27. 30 enough. think I've seen a total of about 15 deer today. One big shooter buck. I think 1 or 2 spikes, and then the rest were just does. So, but 30 yards. Pull those. Back up to 40. And then we'll go find some more deer. Might go back to camping a little bit, make some breakfast. Getting kind of hungry. I'm gonna let that one area where I saw the big buck rest a little bit. I think he was chasing some does, but I think I'm gonna try and get him tonight. We'll see. Got the bow all dialed. We're good. Ready to go. I think I might head back to camp, make some breakfast. I'm getting a little hungry. But I just talked to this guy who tends the cattle out here. He was asking me if I wanted a doe. Said he had some does for me, but I think I'm gonna wait off on a doe for a few days to try and get a buck. That's the game plan. Well, day 2. Saw about 5 does driving in. I was just planning on coming to the same area that I saw the buck yesterday, and I saw about 30 other deer around here, so I thought, I was driving, found some bunch of tracks, probably like 5 sets of doe tracks and a couple sets of buck tracks crossing the road. So I thought, might as well follow that, because it's not very visible out here at all. So probably followed those tracks for about a mile. Nothing. But just walking around, seeing if I can find anything. But that's what's going on. Ain't nothing better than a honey bun for breakfast. So I got about 50 deer around me right now. I got a really huge white buck. I can't tell if he's got 3 points yet, but he's huge. And like a bunch of does with him. So I'm heading down this way. Let's see if I can cut him off and see if he's got a little bite guard, and then we'll shoot him. But there's a lot of deer out here. I just gotta take it slow. I feel like everywhere I go, I just see does. I got a doe out here. I got 5 does just ran over that field. I had like 5 does over on all the way down there. I had 2 does bedded over here. Just all does out here. There's like no stinking bucks, but my cousin John's gonna meet me out here soon. I think that might be him up there, but we'll see if we can get a buck tonight. we got a bunch of does in here that we're gonna go after. There was like 2 shooter bucks with them last night at low light when we were in here. So grab my stuff. John is coming in on the other end, so I'm gonna go on top, and then we're just gonna see if we push the deer. It'll be pushed right to one of us. We might take an opportunity on one of these does if we can get a shot, but we'll see. Well, no bucks with them, but cousin John spooked them, all the does. Had a doe broadside at 40 yards, but by the time I got a range, she ran off. But it was 14 does, one little forky. We're gonna go where we saw some 2 bucks sparring last night. See if we can turn those ones up again. But yeah, see what we can do. Well, Saturday, it's about 2:06. I think sun goes down around 4:35-ish. But I think we're coming to that point where we just want to get a deer. So we might get a doe tonight if we can. We're gonna go over to this one area, sagebrushy area, and seeing deer over there every day. So we'll see if we can get one over there or not, but I don't know. Seen a lot of deer, just they're all does, which is kind of just, I don't know. Got one big 2x2, probably a digressed deer, but that's all we got going on right now. I'll update you when there's more deer. There's about 6 deer in this field up here, and they're making their way this way. So I'm gonna try and cut them off. Sit down. I got a stool. I'm trying to sit down and wait for them to come right to me. They're making their way pretty quick, so I gotta get over there. Yeah, those deer, they're in the field over there. And then just as soon as we're getting like into the sage here, those deer decided, oh, we're gonna go back into the sage, and the wind's blowing right at them. So I don't even know. They just got our wind, and I was like 100 yards, 200 yards from them. And they just did a huge circle over another like gun or something. But I don't know what happened to John. He's around here somewhere, but I don't know. It was like 8 deer. That's about all we got for tonight. Day 3. Well, I think it's a wrap for day 3. Saw a lot of deer today. No bucks, no legal bucks. Just keep seeing the same bucks, but seeing hundreds of deer. Probably over 100 deer already. 3 days, but I don't know. Probably try and get a doe. Better than nothing, at least. But what can you do? Just gotta find the big bucks. Gotta find the bucks. I don't know where they're at. But I don't know. It's day 4. sitting right here. Got glass out there. Once it starts getting light out, John's at the top of the hill, glassing around in his car. So we will see what we see. There's probably gonna be some deer moving in this field again this morning. They were there last night and they did a big circle around. So hopefully they come back. But John's heading home in the afternoon, so hopefully we can get a deer down by then. But yeah, I think I'll make some coffee here in a bit. Well, there's 3 dogs, like 95 yards away from me. And yeah, we were in like a stare down for like 5 minutes straight. And then they just walked off. And then I found them again, and then they just started trotting off. It was tough right here because the sage, I can't really bend down any further than it was. I don't know, these wheat field deer are tough to get. These muleys are tough. That's fresh. Yeah, it's real fresh. Well, it's snowing outside, and it's probably not going to be stopping until 1. So I'm going to hike in this area. There's no roads that can go in here. It's a really big chunk of land. And I'm just going to hike down this one little line and get set up. Probably stay in there all day for the rest of the day. It's about 9:30 right now. Toss the rain gear on. See if we can find some deer. I found a bunch of deer out there. I knew they were gonna be over here, so I'm just gonna take my time. I got all day to go after these deer. I'm just gonna watch them. It'll be kind of tough to cut them off, but they're just moving slow. There's a bunch of them out there. I'm in a good spot right now. It's cold out here. I got the water heating up. I have some ramen. And yeah, I think it just stopped snowing, raining. There's about probably like 10 mule deer out here. They're probably like, last time I ranged them, they're like 300 yards away. I can't really get to them. I can't get within 100 yards. So they're just moseying around, and I'm like in a good spot because my wind's blowing. It's in my face, so I'm just I'm gonna eat this ramen, warm up a little bit, and So I'm just sitting here, and I got like 10 other deer up there looking at me now. If I had a rifle, all these sticking down. It's tough. I'm cold, freezing, my fingers are numb. I had to change gloves because the other ones got soaked when it was raining and snowing. But I guess I'll watch these deer. And I think I'll make a big circle. Loop back to the truck. Yep. That's the plan. Absolutely freezing. Oh man, I don't know. It was a lot of hiking, and it's tough on the snow because you just every step you take when you're going uphill, it's like you just slide back. But I don't know. It's 2:54 right now, and we got about an hour and a half left of hunting light. It's not very. It's all foggy right now, so I don't know if I'll be able to see anything moving around. But tomorrow's the last day, so we gotta get something down. Gotta get a deer. Gotta get a deer. Really regret not killing some of those does that I could have had on Thursday. But it's okay. It's hard. It's hard out here in the wide open. But, just doing it. Doing it. We doing it. Ba-ba-bow. Well, it's 11:30 right now. Got about 5 hours to get a deer, and then we're on our way home. Just went on a super long hike. Put 2 stalks on these deer. First one, almost had them. I just read the drainage wrong and popped up 50 yards in front of them, and they ran off. But they never saw me. I think they just got my scent because the scent was in my face, and I just overshot them. And then I circled around. Wind was good. I was about like 40 yards. I was like, oh, this is where they should be. And they were there, and then I just saw heads boop, boop, booping. But that's what we're about doing. Yeah. Ooh. It's tough, man. Getting a deer out here, it's gotta be perfect. But yeah. Stock number 4 of the day. Let's go make it a quick one. Well, I know about a bunch of deer in there, so we're gonna give it one last shot. We got the stalker on the bow. Maybe it'll work this, I don't know. I haven't used it yet, so I probably should have been using it. But my dad's actually gotten a shot off on a deer before with this thing, so we'll see. We will see. Wish me luck. Final last chance. I'm kind of done. So this is where we're at right now. Well, it looks like we're gonna be done here, unless something pops out of the bushes over there. Saw a lot of deer this week. 5 days. Day 5 coming to an end. Got about a mile and a half walk back to the truck through all this wheat. can't really see much. Kind of put a damper on this evening. But I think we put like 5 stalks on deer today. Couldn't close any of them. But I think stock number 3 was the closest. Got about 50 yards. And the deer just decided to run away. I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. But it's been fun.